I went to the Lapeer City meeting day and we discussed this.
Oh, so that's you are.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Can we get the budget amendments, maybe not right now, but at some point? Okay, thanks. Is this yours or mine? Good.
It's 5:30, we call the Mayfield Township Board to order.
To the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, this is the approval of the minutes from the December 8th, 2025 board meeting and December 30th board meeting, special meeting. For the, what's it for the
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes from the regular 12/8 and the special 12/30 minutes as presented.
all favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, that one was passed. Treasurer's report. Administrator's report. Treasurer's report. Public time, we have for public time, go ahead.
This has been, Leslie Getz, Mayfield Township, obviously. This has been brought up at a number of meetings, and it's beyond time to take action. Out of 14 Mayfield Township board meetings in 2025, Treasurer Frisch has missed 9 of them. He's been absent for 64% of the meetings. That's not even taking into consideration what office hours he may or may not have put in. Under Michigan law, this is considered misconduct in office. It is also a breach of fiduciary duty, which can lead to personal liability, financial recovery from their bond, or even criminal charges for willful neglect of duty. The board can vote to compel the attendance of any officer, including the treasurer. Persistent absence is serious, undermining board function and fiduciary responsibility to the township's residents. By failing to address Treasurer Frisch's absence, every member of this board is complicit in undermining the board's ability to perform its duties. I compel you to take action to rectify this situation. And I perfectly understand that there may be personal issues that I'm not aware of, but through the course of last year and now obviously continuing into this year, he's not able to perform his duties and something needs to be done. There are also a number of other issues that need attention, including, have you considered working with the health department to plan a policy regarding possible development of a data center within the township, being proactive about that? Zoning for the dragway property per Judge Nolan's ruling. Nothing's been done that I'm aware of. Hiring of office staff without board approval. What are the hiring procedures and policies? Tax payments apparently being taken by someone who says she was not bonded and was working as a volunteer at the time. The township website is still not secure and leaves computers open to being hacked. Is the airport in the red financially? I heard a rumor about that. And why don't we have an airport board? Mayfield Township appointee to the Lapeer District Library Board continues to demonstrate her incompetence by asking blatantly illegal questions during the job interview. And I'd appreciate it if someone on the board could get back with me about those issues. Thank you.
Anybody else? No?
I want to give a report on the library board. The library board has hired a new director, Stephen Bannister. He's going to start February 23rd. He was up here last weekend checking things out and was able to find a home to rent. He lives in Tennessee now. He's moving up here. He's well qualified and will serve our district library well. You may have seen in the paper or heard through the grapevine that I voted no on his hiring. It wasn't because of him. It was because of the way it was done. The board meeting to vote on his hiring, I had 5 to 10 minutes to look over the contract. I didn't feel that was adequate time for me. I like to look things over 2 or 3 times to let it sink in. So that's why I voted no. It was because I wanted more time to look at the contract. And the salary also, I think the last director's salary was $105,000. This one, he was offered $140,000, and then after some paperwork issues are updated or whatever, it's not a big deal, it's just a paper thing, then his salary's gonna go to $150,000. I thought that was a big increase, and anyways, I'm pleased to welcome his family to Lapeer. I'm looking forward to having a director to oversee our library once again, and I believe he's a good choice and will guide our library system very well. Thank you.
Thank you, Jeff.
And I will address that, Leslie, if you tell me what you said again, something like I'm incompetent. Is that right?
I said you asked a blatantly illegal question, which you've already been advised of.
Right. I talked to the lawyer about that.
And your response was, I'm sorry if I was politically incorrect.
That's right, that's what it starts.
Politically incorrect is not the issue.
That's
Being
where it all
illegal is
started.
the issue.
Okay, let's bring it to order.
It started
No.
with being politically incorrect, and now it's turned into law.
Do we have anybody else? Go ahead.
Ron Delore. I also am glad there's a new director at the library. I'm glad there's a professional involved with the board,
because of the 7 people on the board, only 2 really have any qualifications that should tie them to running the Lapeer District Library. I have concerns about the increase in salary. Danielle Bragati, with benefits, made $104,000. This guy, they were going to offer him $130,000. That was what the bait was, and then suddenly it was $140,000, and once he gets a level 1 certification, it's $150,000. So I don't know who was involved in negotiating that contract, but I think that the new director is smarter than the people on the board. Because, you know, he's got it's a 44% increase in pay. I'm hoping that we're beginning a process of reading books, actually reading books that people have concerns with, and not just reading 1 or 2 pages or looking at a picture, which I find really offensive as a reader and as somebody who cares about books and cares about the impact of books on children. I also hope that we are at the beginning of a dialogue about what the book banners are afraid of. I think underlying the fears are they're afraid of gay people, they're afraid of trans people, they're afraid of non-white people. And they cover it with an cloaked orientation of bigotries, saying that they're trying to protect children. So I'm hoping that these dialogues are coming in the future, and we will find more common ground or less.
Anybody else?
I'll go next. So first I want to say, Julie, I did not get, I have a FOIA out for meeting packets now. I got the agenda last week from Jamie, but I emailed her back and said, hey, my FOIA actually includes the meeting packet. I need public-facing documents in the meeting packet. As of 5:15, when I was in the parking lot, I did not have that. So to me, that's yet another violation, and you've had that FOIA in your possession for a while now. And it is not an out of the, you know, out there kind of request. I have FOIAs out for meeting packets for all kinds of places, or they're right on the website. So it's a normal thing, and meeting packets should be made in advance so they can be provided. Second, I want to, a Lapeer County official told me recently that Frisch had resigned first of the year. I haven't been able to verify that. I'm just saying that I heard that from someone who may know or may not know. It would be fantastic if you guys would update us about that. So I was watching the December 30th audit meeting this afternoon, and some things really struck me again as I watched it, just like they did when I was in the room for that meeting. There was a thing where the auditor wasn't supposed to answer questions on video. I mean, what are we doing in this township that the auditor can't answer questions, if I heard that correctly? And I really lost faith, let me tell you, in that audit firm based on his performance that day. A lot of questions about whether anyone should be using that audit firm, frankly, based on the behavior of the auditor, seeming to want to appease you guys rather than serve his duty to the public. This thing about you guys didn't get information back on time, then start the process now. It seems like, is it fire runs that are holding up these audits? I don't know, but other places don't have these issues. Their audits are done many months before yours are. In general, how this office is run is showing that a whole lot of improvements could be done here. And I was not at the meeting where Carol Brown, your representative, who you appointed on December 8th, motion made by Julie, seconded by Chris, all of you voted for Carol Brown for the library board. But gosh, I watched that video a bunch. I had to edit that video. She asked an illegal question, and I don't know how in the year 2026 anyone would think that that was an okay question to ask in a job interview. It blows my mind. She's incompetent. I said this in December. I've said this many times before. She will get you guys in trouble. She will get the library in trouble. If you are willing to ask a question like that in an interview. And then in her defense, when she was saying that, oh, it's not politically correct, and then people said, no, it's illegal, she said, oh, she's been watching Seventh Heaven, the show Seventh Heaven, and her head is stuck in the past. By the time Seventh Heaven was made, let me tell you, it was already illegal to ask that question, but Seventh Heaven contained, the character of Reverend Camden was played by Stephen Collins, who actually was a pedophile. He admitted it on tape. And this whole thing is about pedophilia, and we're watching a show that I won't watch anymore. I was a huge fan of that show, but you're bringing up the show with a pedophile in it. Thank you.
Anybody else?
Kyle Powers, Mayfield Township. I think Leslie touched base on everything that needs to be said about Mr. Frisch. I'd kind of like to know where he's at too. Haven't seen him, haven't heard from him. It'd be kind of nice to know what we're paying for. We pay an accounting firm to do his job. He's not here to do his job. Whether he be here at a meeting or in the office. I'm working during your guys' hours, so I can't check and see if he's here and see what he's doing. So it'd just be nice to know where he has been, if he does have health issues himself, or a family member has health issues. Can have empathy for him, but he needs to be here doing his job for what he's being paid for. I can't not show up to work and not get paid. Why should he? Secondly, I'd like to address, during our public time, some people like to interject with their thoughts at the time. Even if you don't agree with what people are saying, you should wait for them to finish what they're saying. It's our time to speak, not yours. We're not allowed to interject during your guys' meeting, so you should not be able to interject and or have any sort of discourse towards us while we're speaking. It's our time. That's all I got to say.
You know, I'll comment to you. If you got something to say to me, and you tell me you're a man, say it to my face, instead of going behind my back to people you have no idea who you're talking to. Did you?
What are you talking about?
You know what I'm talking about. If you're not man enough to come and talk to me, you go behind my back and say stuff about me. Okay?
Yeah, you're a
Leave it at
coward.
that, because you know what I'm talking about.
You're a coward.
You know what I'm talking about.
What are you talking about? Say it.
All right.
You're a man. Say it.
You can
You're a
hide
coward
it.
too.
Go to
You're
your
a coward. Dan's a coward.
Okay.
You're a coward.
Your 3 minutes are up.
How do we get an appointment with you to discuss issues?
Okay.
Because I'll man up.
Okay.
Tried to man up.
Okay. We have the 425, set a date for the hearing on 425, agreement with the city.
No, not with the city, just.
With the two over, right? So what's a good, what's best for you?
We're setting that.
What's that?
She said throw
Draw
out
a
a date.
date. I mean, as far as my availability, I'm just pretty booked this week, which I don't think will be that.
No. It's really not good. And we'll just send out, notices so that people are swamped.
Yeah, not maybe then two to get this grants on that.
Okay.
So, anything after that? Oh, well, because of, not those three.
That's what I'm saying, it could be even one.
Yeah. You will get, Mark could be fine. Mark should be good. Go.
You wanna do that?
That'd be fine, do the 12th, March 12th. We don't have, hold on. No. Or two time. We'll do that.
Sure.
What time? Just, 12, same time?
Sure.
That's fine.
Just for. I'll make a motion to set the public hearing to discuss with Board 25 on March 12th at 5:30.
I'll support.
In favor, say aye. Aye. Next we have is, property discussion. I was approached by the gentleman that owns property behind the Dollar General over here, that we had purchased 2 acres from him. He now has 11 acres over there that fell through on whoever was gonna buy it or whatever. And I told him I would see if there was a consensus with the board. He wants $300,000 for 11 acres. I personally don't think that's a wise decision. What anybody else is feeling of, but I don't think we need another 11 acres for $300,000. That's probably will not be used.
Is it zone commercial?
Yeah. The problem is, Cheryl, there's only way to get to it is through easements. And one is on the 2 acres on this side of Dollar General, that easement that we had to go back. There's easement across the front that goes back to it. So it's kind of a,
It's kind of landlocked, sort of, yeah.
sort of a what, you know, what.
If you're a business, you kind of want exposure. So if you're back there.
Right.
But why we, I don't know why we would.
The only thing I can see is just real estate and standard cemetery, which should be down the road, as an example, cemetery.
Yeah, it's over 30 grand an acre.
So,
So I just kind of see if there's a consensus, a yea or a no, nay, or what.
I agree with you. I think it would be beneficial to the township to have the property, but at nowhere near that amount of money. So
Is that your consensus?
that would be my vote.
Yeah, I believe, yeah.
This seems like a lot of money. We can do a lot more with $300,000 and sit on a piece of property.
Great.
But probably none of us here will ever find the benefit of it. Chris?
I agree.
I'll get back with them and let them know that the consensus is no. They can sell to somebody else, I guess. Okay, next, budget amendment. Yeah, budget amendment.
It was in so that's the big one is for John's project over here.
Right. That's what, that's our portion on the rebuild on that runway.
Any motion?
Make a motion.
I'm sorry, I'm having a really hard time hearing what the amendment for the budget was.
They're not like scheduled out, listed out, they're by number.
Chris made a motion?
Yes.
I'll second. Yep. Chris?
Chris?
Yes.
Dan?
Yep.
Me? Yes. Sure.
Yes.
Okay, yes, next, committee reports. I have nothing significant to report on the EOPA.
No, myself have, minutes.
Which committee was that?
EMS.
Okay, I'm sorry, I just couldn't hear.
Next, payment of bills. Motion to pay bills.
Make a motion to pay the bills.
Support.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, that motion passed. Next is adjournment,
Make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
6:50. I'm sorry, 5:50.
5:50.
I'll second.
Favor, say aye.
Aye.
asked me.
Okay. We can discuss what I allegedly said if you'd like, because I didn't say anything, but if you wanna discuss what I allegedly said and your proof behind it, we can discuss it. Oh, I know, because you don't have any proof. You're a coward. Don't discuss it because you're a coward.
You know, I'm putting the cook in our house, rather, so that's why I'm in the store.
Yeah, it's up,
Yeah. So they have here the houses that were built, and they're expanding all of this on the so we don't have really anything to say about that.
It's just that, like that.
But that's the 425.
And I have the law.
And so the township at that time, they were going to analyze all the details. She put in the water treatment plant, which would have been in the corner, some east corner of Davis Lake and Cal Street.
Okay.
Yeah, right now. That's where the, I think there's the nutrition, and it might be the other one, I'm going to South Hospital, because they're both farmers. And they were going to put a water treatment plant in it. And literally the day they were, some papers back and understand that depending on one, and do the later. Government's giving money away to anybody else, or pennies in it. So they were putting the water treatment plant for not a lot of investment on our house. So the city walked in, the attorney and the city manager at the time, and so then we started, all right, we'll talk here, because I think they called the bluff. We said, no, we're gonna do this. So they gave us 400 tabs, and we gave them a feature revenue on homes and all that. And we still have most of the tabs. They're useless. Because I don't know, do you know what there's an Oregon road right there. By like Wesley Drive. And if this, welfare, you could tap it. Well, why would? Because by the time they don't have it, nobody's going to know. Okay, so, with that being said, they did do it, because then they managed the water treatment plant. They did, so the city prosecutors, they gave us, 1.5 for city resident pay, is what those people pay. So
they figured I was there, I figured.
and with this work on the plan, we gave them so there's pines up here, it's right there, and there's a building behind, and Ivy Terrace is here. So you know what that is? Okay, well then, we have houses over here. And right here is open.
Appreciated time to meet with you.
Well, the line goes, so.
Well, you told me a lot of threatening things, but.
The line.
You did.
Kind of goes.
You told me actions have consequences and I'm going to be sorry. I don't know why you're so upset.
So then they can do what they want. So
No, I don't. I have no idea why your
We'll take,
blood pressure is like off the charts right now.
Well, I think it's a lot of money.
So you're refusing to meet with one of your constituents again.
Listen to that one.
I think I did, and they, my rights to peace, like